Hey guys, it's Britt. Tonight we're here to talk about a TikToker that goes by the name of Keith Lee. He has recently come out with a video, and there is a lot of commentary going around about this situation where essentially he is a food critic, a food reviewer, and he was accused of stealing someone else's idea for content. And I have quite a few thoughts, so if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so Keith is a massive presence on TikTok. Right now, he has 9.8 million followers. All of his videos get anywhere from I would say in between 2 and 5 million views. Some of them obviously go way above that, all the way to 25 million, 8 million, 3.8, 4.7, 14. He gets a ton of engagement, and it's for good reason. So what Keith does is he will many times go to struggling restaurants that are locally owned. They're not usually chains, and he will buy food from them, try it on his channel, and because of his massive presence and the fact that people trust him, they will go and give their business to this restaurant. And it's a really amazing way that he gives back to his community in a little bit of a different way. I really appreciate it. You want to talk about unproblematic? Keith is 100% unproblematic. He is grateful to his subscribers. He is polite. He is not flexing on people. He's not snapping off on people that might not like his video. He is a great example of a positive influence on TikTok. But either way, his video that he just put out 19 hours ago is getting a lot of attention. It has almost 8 million views right now, and a ton of people are reacting to it and voicing their support for Keith. So I'm going to go ahead and play his video, and then I will give you guys my thoughts. So I will roll that now.
It's some unnamed controversy going around, and I keep getting brought up. And I had an interaction with this person who made the video. So let's talk about it. I'm going to show you the video I'm talking about, and we're going to talk about it point by point. She's very anonymous with the names, but in the caption, she put food critic and thief. And it's over 200 comments saying, is it Keith? Is it Keith? Oh, Keith did this, Keith did that. It's been 2 days, and she hasn't directly responded to any of them, except for the ones that are tearing me down and calling me out of my name, and falsely accusing me of being a thief. Let's talk about it.
I didn't know if I was going to address this or not, but I'm just so disappointed and so frustrated about the situation that I think I'm just going to have to say something. I'm Jillian. I'm a TV producer. I am a freelance TV producer. I worked for a lot of shows, won a lot of Emmys, just kind of good at what I do.
Well, Jillian, as an Emmy award-winning producer and TV writer, I will assume that you know how dangerous labels, especially false labels, can be in the industry or in life in general. And again, I'm assuming. Just in case you don't, I'm here to tell you, for me personally, that is extremely detrimental, and I don't like that, and I don't play with it.
I also pitch shows to networks, so I will find talent.
It's safe to say she didn't find me. I already had 2 to 3 million followers when she originally reached out.
For people that I think would be great to have a show, I link with them and then create a show around them, and then I pitch that around to networks. And some get sold and produced, some get a no, and they circle back later. Recently, there's a creator here on TikTok that is beloved by all. I even love them and think they would make great TV, but I pitched them an idea to take to networks, and they basically said no in a nice way, but then stole my fucking idea. They just stole it, so now they're doing it.
On December 11, 2022, Jillian reached out to me in a comment, basically saying exactly what she said. She's a producer. She would love to pitch me an idea. I DM'd her that same day. I said, and I quote, "Hey, I just received your comment. Thank you so much for reaching out. I do not have a show, but I do have a meeting tomorrow with somebody pitching one. I would love to talk to you as well when you have the chance." I sent her my email, said, "God bless you. Thank you again." That was the 11th. She reached out to me on the 13th. I had the meeting with another person on the 12th. That meeting I had on the 12th was the exact same pitch that she pitched. I also had 2 other meetings after hers on the 13th. The exact same pitch was pitched. Not to mention, I get 1,000 comments on a daily basis from y'all pitching the exact same ideas and tagging Food Network, which I truly appreciate. She pitched it as a crossover between Inyala Fix My Life and Triple D. The premise, I find a restaurant that's struggling, I go into the restaurant in disguise, try the food, rate it, tell the people what I thought. I've been doing that. The first time I posted a video like this was December 9th, 2022. And it was a spinoff of another video I did on December 2nd, 2022. 9 days before she reached out to me. The only thing different is that I wasn't in disguise when she first reached out to me because, again, this was in December. I had anywhere between 2 million and 3 million followers at the time of her reaching out to me. Of course, I wasn't in disguise at that point. I personally was able to walk into restaurants and still get treated the exact same because not a lot of restaurants recognize me. Now, with 9.6 million followers in Vegas, it's almost impossible. So that's why I went into disguise. Also, I took this opportunity to show my platform how talented my sister is. She did all of my makeup, my special effects, my hair. She did everything. I personally think she's way too talented not to do this as a full-time job. So this could be the opportunity to get her in front of the right people so that dream can become a reality. So again, me going into disguise and doing what I've been doing is not because I got the email from you, Jillian. And I'm saying that in the most honest and pure form. I don't mean any harm, but I do not appreciate you putting labels on me like that. Comments like this with a hashtag Keith Lee controversy going around, I'm not a fan of. To put out labels that I help people but I steal from others is not only detrimental, but it's disrespectful in my eyes. I have not once stolen anything or taken anything from anybody. Everything that's given to me is from God. And I know it's gonna be people saying, why did you respond to this? Why are you even paying attention to it? Labels in the industry and labels in life are extremely detrimental. To put a label like thief on a content creator is crazy, especially when it's unwarranted. God willingly, I have a lot of big things coming up, and I don't want unnecessary labels on me. Thank you, Jillian, for understanding. God bless you. I don't mean no harm to you. I don't condone any hate comments. I would just like this cleared up. Thank you. God bless you. Have an amazing day.
So this producer that came out and essentially tried to call Keith a thief definitely looks like the fool of 2023, to date at least. First of all, this idea that she is claiming that she had for this show is not original. Have you guys ever watched Gordon Ramsay's show where he goes undercover to struggling restaurants and then takes off his disguise and the rest of the story is history? There are many shows where chefs and famous cooks will go to these restaurants and give them a rating and or give their restaurant a little bit of a makeover and do a kind of like a grand reopening. So she's claiming that this is an original idea. So let's just squash that right now because that is not original. In my opinion, I think that this woman wanted attention. She wanted to be able to use him as a launch pad to do what she thought was going to be this like really big thing. But what she missed was, number one, it wasn't an original idea. He was quickly able to disprove what actually unfolded. And thirdly, when you're talking about an influencer who is unproblematic, pure, uplifting, positive, amazing, doing good things for his community, you have messed with the wrong person. If you want to come out and actually share facts about an influencer and what actually transpired, then you might want to make sure that, number one, you are actually sharing facts that cannot be disproven. And let's not pick on an influencer who is proven to be unproblematic. So many of these influencers on TikTok are, and I don't like to call him an influencer because he is more along the lines of a food critic, a food reviewer. So I wouldn't really call that an influencer, but he does influence people to go try these restaurants and try the food that he reviews. There are so many that are so problematic. I can't stand to see one of the good ones try to be attacked by this woman. She really thought she was going to do something big. She thought by being vague that she would have, I don't know, maybe he wouldn't have responded to her. I think that she has egg on her face. I think that she looks like an absolute fool. And People are dragging her left, right, up, and down all over TikTok. I won't ever agree with people just like bashing, name calling, blah, blah, blah. But in the same breath, I can also say that I understand why people are frustrated when we're talking about someone like Keith, who is making a positive impact with his presence. So this woman, Jillian, she definitely got her 5 minutes of fame, but I don't think that it was in the manner that she expected it to. These people that want to come out and expose influencers, let's just stick to the ones that are actually being problematic and toxic all over apps like TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube, and leave the ones that are in their own lane and doing good things, leave them alone. You look dumb. And after all of it boiled down, she literally was sitting there trying to say that this was an original idea when that can be disproven in 4 seconds of homework. So she did not do anything big. In fact, she had everything kind of blow up in her face, which maybe that's instant karma. But I adore Keith. I think he's amazing. I think he does really good things. I'm going to link his TikTok down below. If you guys don't follow him, and you're interested, go give him a follow. He reviews things really well, and he also lives in Vegas. So if any of y'all live in Vegas or live in that area, you can maybe find some new restaurants to try new menu items from restaurants that you already know and love. But either way, I did want to throw this out there. It's a great example of, you know, it's funny when I talk about like Alicia Doherty, people are like, oh, you're using her name for clout. I'm like, number one, no. People just so happen to be very interested in her because she is actually problematic. She is exploiting her children. She is being a mess all over TikTok and YouTube. Nobody's using her for clout. They're reacting to her actually being toxic. Keith is not toxic, not problematic, all of the good things. And I think this year is going to be really big for him. So again, I will link his TikTok down below. But for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon.